I wanted to start out with the most important information that, in my opinion, that's affecting the Bitcoin price. So Raoul Pal has been very vocal lately in the Bitcoin space, been doing a lot of interviews. This is the owner of Real Vision Television, and he's also a former Goldman Sachs executive. So, he's been rubbing shoulders with executives and hedge fund managers and anyone in the finance industry for the majority of his life. And he is now forecasting a 300,000 price of Bitcoin in 18 months. He says here that he's using technical analysis, logarithmic charts, and stock-to-flow ratios. That we should be somewhere between 100 to 300,000 in the next 12 and 18 months. And this is he's so bullish on it actually that he is he's sold all of his gold, and yet he's now 98% of his net worth in crypto. So ditch the cash, ditch the gold. Moved it all to crypto. This is extremely bullish. This guy sees the writing on the wall. So, I don't know anyone else in the entire industry that has his ear to the ground with billionaires and people worth hundreds of millions of dollars that are in charge of hedge funds, that manage banks, global finance guys. And he interviews them all the time on his Real Vision channel. And, he's friends with these guys. So, for him to go all in, it's because he knows something, and it's more than likely because all of his friends that are these multimillionaires and billionaires are telling him the same thing. So, who might these people be? And some of them already, getting in the market. So the people that manage Grayscale. Grayscale just yesterday added $284 million of Bitcoin in one day, which that actually equals half of the Bitcoin that were mined for, for the month. So this is huge. This is one single day, and I'm pretty sure that they even halted new investors. So they're not even accepting new customers right now, and they're still just $300 million almost in one single day. They have to just be maybe regrouping or something like this. I know they did this last year as well. So, this is huge. Another company, BlackRock. So everyone's familiar with them. They are I think $7.8 trillion hedge fund or asset manager. And here we have Larry Fink saying that Bitcoin's going to evolve into a global market asset. And so this guy controls the largest money management firm in the entire world, and he's bullish on Bitcoin. So if that doesn't tell you something, it's hodl. So it says here during conversation with the Bank of England, Governor Mark Carney at the Council of Foreign Relations, Fink said that Bitcoin has caught the attention of Wall Street, if not his own. So here he goes on to say that he thinks that cryptocurrency could possibly evolve into a global market asset, offering a rare positive statement for respected asset management, which may be interpreted as bullish. So he's saying that this is going to take over some of the gold in people's portfolios. So. Another person that's investing, they've suggested, or they haven't suggested, they've said that they are going to invest. They are waiting on approval, but they haven't invested yet. So this is money that hasn't even come into the market. However, they have released statements saying that they think Bitcoin is worth 400,000 based on scarcity and gold's market cap. And, I think a lot of this can also be outlined in like Plan B stock to flow ratio, where that's, how he derived that is using commodity scales that are also used in like gold and other precious metals. So here it says regulations are delaying the investment, but they're another huge firm that's going to be coming on board. And trying to see where it shows how much they I think they got like 10%, so they can invest up to 10% of its macro fund. So that'll be a huge investment when that comes out. Think like 500 million or something like that, I believe. So another huge player that everyone knows, PayPal, and this right here just shows the scarcity of what's going on. So everyone, you've got Grayscale purchasing on the Bitcoin. You have, half the Bitcoin in one day. So yeah, they're probably already tipping the scales on, buying up anything that's mined. And then you have Square. Now you have PayPal as a contender. There more and more competition is going to get into this. So this is going to, Google Wallet and Apple Wallet aren't going to stand on the sidelines while PayPal and Square, eat up their customer base. So expect it for them to get in the market too, I think, soon. But yeah, here it shows that they're, buying 70% of all mined Bitcoin. And a lot of people, suggest that this is one of the reasons for the most recent bull run, which of course, right? You have all these huge companies coming into the space. Here we have a 169-year-old Mass Mutual invest 100 million in Bitcoin. So this one's interesting because it's an insurance company, and so insurance companies are probably the least risk adverse people. I mean, they literally deal in the industry of risk, right? So if pension funds and if insurance companies are starting to invest their money into Bitcoin, and they're starting to feel comfortable with this, then this could open up a whole spectrum and a whole other industry that personally I never even thought about. So so it's investing in some corporates, some corporate crypto services, but also purchased 100 million just in Bitcoin to hodl itself. Moving on, MicroStrategy just raised another 650 million. So I think they're up to $1.2 billion in purchases in like the last month. So this one, he actually raised a debt, so people get paid out some, small percentage on the debt, and he was able to afford. It looks through his investment, and with this investment, 70,000 Bitcoin. So again, the scarcity rule comes into play here, and it's not going to take too many more of these companies buying up all the Bitcoin until that stock to flow ratio, everyone's hodling on their Bitcoin, and these are super strong hands that are doing this. This isn't retail that just are dipping their toe in. This isn't these are people that have been in this space that know how to bunker down and are looking for a long-term investment. These guys aren't day trading 70,000 Bitcoin. They're taking it, they're pulling it off the market, and when that happens, then if there's no more Bitcoins to be mined, because everything is done on a scale, then the only thing that can happen is the price can go up. Okay, because this isn't like gold where you can just mine more gold, and when the price, when there's a shortage of gold and the price goes up, then you use that money to go find new mines and then you mine more gold. So you can't do that with this because it's a finite amount that can be mined. So last thing I just wanted to get into, which was really interesting, and our favorite troll, Elon Musk, tweeted this. Me trying to live a normal life, productive life, and then there's Bitcoin tempting him. So that's funny, but what makes it interesting is that after he tweeted that, Michael Saylor, who's the owner of that MicroStrategies that we just talked about, started to tweet back and forth. And so Elon had some questions like, are such large transactions able to be done, after Michael had suggested that he take some of his balance sheet and invest it into Bitcoin and turn it into $1 trillion. So, Elon's awesome enough to pull this off. So I'm rooting for it. I know he's a fan of Dogecoin, but we'll see what comes of that. And so hopefully something exciting does. But just wanted to share the news, give my take on it, and yeah, see you next time. Thanks.